That means...
All right, there we are. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Qyjari's Curious Crafts and another episode of D&D with the Banana Brothers. Here we are. Yay. Everyone's had some refreshments tonight, haven't we, guys?
Oh, it's quite refreshing. It's quite
Hey, there's
water.
Lego.
I have 2 umbrellas in my drink.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's a sad story. I'll build that into the narrative later, maybe, with these guys. Okay, yeah, more drinks. So let's do our quick announcements, and then we'll do our intro, and then we'll start the game. So, Tranquil, what have you got to say?
You want to buy t-shirts. You want to buy the t-shirts.
Okay,
We'll be
now,
right.
Teespring.
Teespring,
Buy
the link
the
is
t-shirt.
below. Tranquil, he's a pro.
Yes, check the doobly-doo.
He's a pro with this. All right, Andy, what do you got?
We are Nerdsmith.
Yes, we are.
Nerdsmith.org is a fan-supported network of entertainers, creators, artists, and contributors. We make nerdy podcasts and Twitch streams that are free for everyone to enjoy. People support the network on Patreon, make it possible for us creators to keep doing what we are doing. You can also support Curious Crafts on Patreon. It helps us a bunch. People that do support us on Patreon get access to some cool bonus content, so please check us out on nerdsmith.org. Our adventure is also sponsored by World Anvil, which is the most robust campaign management software around. World Anvil helps DMs, writers, role players build and showcase their worlds in just a fantastic way. Nerdsmith shows frequently use it. I know Countless Heroes does, Final Rites does. It keeps our worlds organized and helps us make sure we're building lush worlds inside these just amazing articles. The templates themselves help you create your world in just a great way. So check it out on worldanvil.com.
Yes, dude.
And light up the forge.
Yes.
Lastly, we're sponsored by Die Hard Dice, purveyors of the finest polyhedrals in the multiverse. They are just gorgeous. They've got metal sets, they've got polymer sets, they've got just gorgeous different colors, different color combinations they've started doing. They are selling new dice towers that have, they're leather, they're portable, they're collapsible, they're just really, really cool. They're also selling this amazing two-sided scroll of rolling that transports your dice, acts as a dice tray, and looks really, really great. Check it out at dieharddice.com and roll with the best.
Yes. Awesome.
Roll of
Okay.
rolling.
The scroll of rolling, they're really cool. You store them, then you unroll it, and then it's really cool. All right, Anchoku, you're actually free from your thing tonight, so you're free to go. But Arlinder, one more thing.
Hey, one more thing. Don't forget about
The thing you forgot about.
No, I was just gonna say that it was about you can influence the game just like I influenced this starting portion of mine. Anyway, so 500 bits. We'll do a 1d8 inspiration. If you donate 1,000 bits, anybody can get advantage or disadvantage. If you donate 1,500 bits, you can do an automatic crit or fail for even the DM. And then if you donate 2,000 bits, you can choose the character that wild magic will be cast and will be rolled.
The character or DM?
Speaking of which...
Either. It is either.
Speaking of which,
Yes.
we have a one carried over from last week. Rylan donated 2,000 bits, so we have an IOU to Rylan to use that wild magic tonight, and we are going to let Rylan decide when it will be used. So just prior to whatever these guys face tonight, you let us know, Rylan, I know you're in the stream, when you want us to use it. So we have a dice cam. We will roll the 2 percentile dice and pick from, we'll see what's on the wild magic chart. I've already got it set up here in D&D Beyond. So speaking of that, we do have the overlay going, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so with that being said, and no one has any other announcements, right?
No.
No. Let's go to our intro.
Oh,
Yes.
you did want to warn the
Yes,
viewers
yes, I
about my
did.
special situation.
Our wonderful Andy has a work-related thing. He may have to just walk off the set, and if he does, we understand because work comes first. Well, like I said to Andy, actually family comes first, then work, but you know, streaming comes a close third. So if that happens, he's gonna just need to leave, and that's perfectly fine, and we will dwindle down to just a quick recap of what happened tonight's episode, and then we're just gonna sign off for the night and catch up on December 3rd. We are taking next week off for Thanksgiving, but we will be back on the 3rd, and hopefully we'll go all the way till 10 o'clock tonight. But if we don't, because Andy has to get going to his work-related thing, then that's fine. But we'll all leave, and I'll go have a date with my husband, and then we will re-meet on the 3rd. So just FYI if that happens. Hopefully it doesn't, and we can see some action tonight with the Banana Brothers as they travel to their father's hut. So, all right. Any other announcements? Nope. Okay.
No.
I'm gonna mute you guys, and then we're gonna go.
Great take! Now, bring forth the bananas!
Banak. We are Banak. That's an old thing. All right, so just a quick recap. The four Banana Brothers made it to Ravenscroft. They met with Luli at the Green Goblin Inn. They kind of went around to Ravenscroft and found a couple of vendors to get some things from. They found a very interesting Aarakocra who was sort of like a medium who read tea leaves and actually sold them with some spice. Who bought some spice? Two of you did, right?
I bought some.
Around.
Yeah, that's right. Glatone and someone else bought some spice. We don't know what it does yet, but they just bought some. And I think Ukokna bought some jerk seasoning, so he is set. I think he bought 5 1/4 cups.
5 1/4 cups.
5 1/4 quarter cups? I don't know.
5 quarter bags.
There was a lot of math.
bags.
There was a lot of math.
There was
Math, M-A-T-H. There's a lot of math. So we got through that, and then I think that they went to the Onyx Order, which is at the Light of the Moon, which is in the arcane section of Ravenscroft. Let me get that map up. Why don't I get that map up?
Well, you can.
Or should I not? You're saying that I can, but maybe I shouldn't.
You should.
It's such a nice map.
Thanks. See that little pink area right in, it's too small now for me to see, but see that little pink area down there? That is the arcane area. And they went in there and they met with Godfrey something or other. I don't know what his name is. I gotta look it up. Basically the butler to the Onyx Order, Eliwick Lily, who is sort of the High Chancellor, wants to meet with Glatone tonight at 10 o'clock. But it was 4 hours away. It was only 6 o'clock-ish. And so they all went back to the Green Goblin Inn, and they talked for a bit. And Luli explained to them about their father, the directions. She warned them of the troll that guarded the gate, the fact that they would have to walk through the Shademark Forest, and that they might want to take some shinies for Old Gal, and mention some of the shinies that he likes, which is goose eggs and some tea leaves, Amynrath leaves, Moganja, actually.
Yep.
And he likes jerk seasoning too, which is kind of ironic since it's all the things that these guys like. So anyway, yeah, math, we're on it. Thanks, Lego. So anyway, that's where we left off. They're all back at the Green Goblin Inn. It's about 9 o'clock at night. The weather has been rainy. It's actually starting to come down a lot now. It's raining and getting a little harder. The rain's coming down a little bit more. So what do you guys want to do?
Well, I was trying to get people together to head out to the tower because I don't want to go back by myself because it's dark, it's rainy, and I don't know where I am. But I think someone might. I remember someone being good at remembering things.
I told him I'd go with him. I'm gonna protect my brother in any case.
Oh, thank you both. Anyone else want to come? You're all invited.
I'm going.
I guess I'll go too.
You're the best at directions, Daros.
Well, because I just remember it.
I don't know how you do that, because I can't.
It's called,
remembers everything.
It's called a keen sense feat.
I mean, I've got feet too, but it don't do that.
Mine are hairy. I have hairy toes. Does that count?
This is exactly where I wanted this conversation to go.
While we're walking, it's raining, but I did have a question for you, Daros. So you had that squirrel thing around. Did they like moldy nuts?
I don't know. She may have had one before. I don't know. There were no moldy nuts where I was from.
Oh, that's very sad. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay.
All right.
Speaking of moldy nuts, so Bolford,
Yeah.
which would go better with parsnips, turnips, and onions pan-fried in Gloton's shield? Would it be moldy nuts or squirrels?
What would go
Hey.
better?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. Those rats seem kind of good for the walk. I don't know. I don't know what is better.
Actually, I do have a suggestion. You get a really old boot. You know, the kind that's got the leather that's already fallen off. I mean, those are the boots. They're made for walking.
We're not talking about cooking Jenny, right?
Oh, not Jenny, just maybe somebody that looked like Jenny.
I mean, squirrels
I knew-
get eaten sometimes if they don't
Hey,
have names.
My brother with those pointy little ears. When did you get this addiction to fire?
Well, I learned how to make fire when I was really small. And if you want, I can show you how I learned my first spell.
And what spell was that?
That was creating fire.
Oh yes, sir. I understand that, and I can cast fire because I can make a bonfire and I can make a little wood pile with a fire in it, or I could light a lamp or something. But I don't understand why you have to use fire so much.
Fire keeps me dry and warm.
Yes, sir.
Completely different
Yes, sir.
than all this rain falling out of the sky. I don't like rain.
Yeah, yes, sir. I know it gets my fur all nice and matted. It's not fun. But just we might have to cool it while we're in the city.
Okay, so
Maybe.
you're walking along, and you've gotten midway now. You're about at the fairgrounds, which on the map is number 18. And you're heading further west toward just that little area where I can't see the number. Toward the arcane district. Surrounded in little pink dots.
It's like 2 circles on top of each other.
It's an 8. There you go. It's an 8. So section 8. Yeah, that's the arcane district, and that's where they're heading. So they're right about there, and you can see, Glaton, you can see the dark onyx colored. It's actually netherstone tower which is part of the building.
I think that's where we're going, right? Whoever was here with me last time.
Can we start
cooking
oil?
That's right. I've got cooking oil, I think.
You do?
Unless I ran out. I'm not sure.
I'd like to see.
Run out.
I'd like to see what you can cook with in your walk. I mean, your shield.
I mean, it's both. It's got many names, you know.
A shield made for walking.
I mean, I've floated on it. I haven't actually walked on it yet. We could try that if we got a steep enough surface.
If it rains hard enough, we might have to float on it.
I mean, I can do that. We probably wouldn't all fit, though.
We used to sled on those in Granlund in the winter.
You just gotta be careful. Make the handle go backwards, not forwards. That can cause problems.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You want the concave part.
Okay.
That's a big word for you, Beaufort.
Beaufort knows lots of big words.
I do.
So Beaufort, what was
He learned them in songs.
I did. I have had many sophisticated friends.
What was the first song you learned?
It was the birthday song a long time ago, but you know,
How does your birthday song go? Because in Moganja, we have a really wonderful ceremony for your birthday.
Oh yeah.
Can you sing me your birthday song?
Well, no.
Why
Do you
not?
know my birthday song?
Is it your birthday?
No, but do you know it?
What day is your birthday?
I don't remember.
I was born on a Sunday morning.
My mama told me it was on a long month.
I will only sing you your birthday song on your birthday.
Does it have copyright laws or something?
No, it doesn't. Actually, not anymore. But that reminds me. Now, each of you need to look at the Amyranthian calendar and pick your birthday. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
oh man, that's more work.
I sent you a link to the Amyranthian calendar.
Yeah, I know. I got it.
Thank you.
I was born on the 1st of El.
You're here. Must be time for tea.
Thank you, Leyrena, for lurking and the sub. You're awesome.
Oh, hey, Lorena.
Okay, so not today, but whenever you get a chance, pick your birthday. You said it was the 1st of Eld, Tranquil?
Yes.
So you just had your birthday.
I just had a birthday. Yeah.
Okay. Your birthday'd out. Okay.
I mean, it
34.
seems like you just don't want to sing a song, and that's fine.
Oh, I mean, I sing song. You know,
It is now pouring down rain on you, by the way.
What's funny is when I sing a song now, I do magic, and it's I don't know how I acquired that, but I would love to teach y'all the wonders of magic and music.
I kind of know what that's like. When I touch people, they start feeling better.
It's amazing too, because sometimes when I'm in the woods by myself or with Jenny, I mean, I make leaves fall, and I can gust winds, and I can speak with the animals.
How do you do
what
it?
does they say?
Just where they've been, where they're going. You know.
So just like the wood tree, like a bunch.
Yeah, I could just make it move, make its roots move, and I could do all kinds of things. I can make the leaves blow, and I can start fires just out of thin air.
Wow.
What's with everyone on fire? I mean, I like it for cooking, but
That's what I like it for too, or keeping me warm. No sense in burning things down that don't need to be burned down.
With fire,
I think you guys could convince me. Yeah, I think you guys could convince me. Fire's pretty cool. Yeah. Beaufort, we should just set some fire to some stuff. It'd be fun.
Well, you're a cook. You love fire, right? I thought you you need.
But
to
I don't see how
fire.
catching fire to buildings is going to help us out.
And no, that's probably right.
Yeah.
I mean, it would just slow us down because we'd all like to stay and watch, but...
Can we be somewhere dry? I don't like water.
You guys are
I think the
drenched
tower's
now.
the tower's right there. We should be able to get there soon.
You're actually standing right outside the courtyard of it, just kind of talking and talking about fire as you're being drenched, and the door is literally like 20 feet away.
Maybe we should go inside the door and then talk about fire some more.
I bet they got fire inside.
Is it 10 o'clock yet? Because that's when I have to come back.
Roll perception.
I mean, I'm not sure I can do that.
Days.
That's just not too bad.
I'm not going to say...
It's a 16.
I mean, yeah, you feel like it's been what you remember as an hour long since the last time you inquired about the time.
All right. Well, let's go inside then.
Okay, so you go to you approach the doors, and right before you knock on them, Cyrus Godric opens the door for you and invites you in, and sees your friends and invites them in too. And now you're standing in a large marbled area. It's sort of hollow. It's high ceilings and a rounded room with doors seemingly going off in every direction. And you can, as you say, you hear the echo. You hear it kind of echo. It's a large chamber.
Vestibule.
Vestibule. But you do hear off to the left. You do hear a what sounds like a crackling fire. So it must be warm in that room to the left.
I shiver the rain off.
And Cyrus sees your shivering, and he indicates for you to go into that room to the left. And there, standing right near the fire, keeping herself warm, is Eliwick Lily, or so you assume. She is about 4 foot 2 inches, which is actually quite tall for a gnome. Yeah, she's very tall for a gnome. Her hair is white, and her blue eyes twinkle at you as you walk in. She appears almost too jovial to be the leader of such a solemn organization. But she's pleasant and affable, and it belies a remarkable intelligence. You can see, well, maybe you can't see, but she is very intelligent. She's been the High Chancellor for the Onyx Order for almost 100 years, which is the maximum length of time that anyone's ever been the High Chancellor. However, because of the ongoing battle for the Obsidian Wilds to the north, the Lord of Ravenscroft, Lord Blackwing, has asked her to stay on until her post can be filled by a new High Chancellor. They just haven't found one yet because they are still, all the resources are going to the second battle for the Obsidian Wilds. She indicates for you to come in and dry yourself off by the fire.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm gonna go sit over there by the fire. I'm sorry, my fur is all wet.
And you're
just gonna start
dripping across the floor. Okay. And she gives you a slight bow. You're actually a little bit shorter than she is that correct?
It is. I'm 3'8".
Yeah, so she's a little bit taller, but she gives you a nod that you are a little surprised. It's respectful. You've never been nodded at like that before. You are an urchin from the streets of Granlin. You're used to digging out of garbage cans for your dinner and sleeping in barns and finding, scrapping your way along for your meals and places to stay, and everything that you've ever gotten is because of the generosity of someone throwing it away or feeling pity for you. So
I'm going to reiterate the honor I feel.
Okay. And she smiles at you, and she turns to Arlindor Daros, and she sees that you're just standing by the fire, dripping on her carpets, with your hands out to the fire. But you seem very pleased, and she's happy that you're getting dried off by the fire. And she turns to Kokna, and she nods at you, and sees that you actually have a very very shiny glint in your eye when you see the fire. And she nods in respect, like, okay, all right, here's someone to deal with. And she says, you, sir, like fire. Is that correct?
That is correct. And you, ma'am, are a gnome, just like my master, Palm.
I am a gnome, and your master is Palm. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And you learned from him?
I did.
Excellent.
Don't get him started on fire. Jeez.
And from his hedgerow, too.
Excellent. And so she indicates for you to have a seat by the fire, but she turns to Glaton and she says, but you are the one, I believe, that I need to see tonight. Is that correct?
Yeah, the elf said that before. He told me that you would like to meet me and that I would like to meet you.
Yes.
Which is nice. I like meeting people.
Cyrus mentioned that you had a special cookbook from Hestia.
I do.
May I see it?
Of course. Here you go. And he pulls out the book and hands it over. It's a thing that I got from turning into a goblin.
Turning into a goblin? She seems very confused at that statement. Turning into a goblin?
You know, when you're a goblet and you lose your last tooth and you put the tooth under your pillow, the tooth turned into the cookbook and I became a goblin.
Okay, she seems really confused about this tradition, but she's willing to let you have the benefit of the doubt, and she accepts the cookbook as she's looking through it, and you can see in her eyes, they're gentle, they're very gentle, and she's a little amused, and she says, and this is where you have decided to follow the ways of the paladin, is that correct?
I mean, you know, the cooking that I do taught me that, you know, you have to do the prep work to be, you know, making the good food.
Right. And
you got to do it for the good people, and it makes people happy. It seems pretty logical to me.
It seems logical to me also. And these pictures in here. This is a picture book. These are. How do you read? How do you read these recipes? I mean, how do you read this text? This pictures?
I mean, the pictures are all I need, you know. See, look at this one.
Okay.
See, this one says, you know, you put the eggs and the milk in the bowl and you stir it up a little bit with one of those little, you know, those little black bean thingies. You scrape it out and then you put that in there, and then you take this other bowl, you see, and you put, see, this is the white powder. You put the white powder and then you mix it all together, and then you put it in the pan and it turns into, you know, cake, and pretty delicious.
Okay, and as you're explaining this, she's getting a little bit more insight to you, and she realizes how you've interpreted this book, and she says, very good, very good. And she's quietly flipping through it, and you're looking around as she's doing this. You're looking around the chamber. It's a very warm, not a library, but just like a gathering room. There are bookshelves, but it's not stacked full of books. It's just a couple here and there. There is actually a sideboard over underneath the window where the rain is pouring down that has actually a nice selection of fruits and other foods over there. Now, you had your dinner at the Green Goblin Inn, but there are some what look like tasty looking morsels over on that sideboard. But she's slowly looking through this book, this picture book, and you can tell that she's reading it, and I don't think any of the other three are that involved in what she's doing, but Glaton, you are very interested in her flipping through this book, because this is the first time anyone other than you has shown so much interest in this book by someone that you have obviously been a mentor of. So
I'll start talking about how sort of the cake is a metaphor for the good people that we can help in the world, and explain sort of when we switch to the next recipe, like sort of try to explain sort of the meaning behind the meals that we make.
Okay, and she is doing a lot of mm-hmming throughout this whole thing. So she is just being very polite and very understanding. And she says, did you flip to the back of the book and see this right here in this small pocket? Did you see this one?
I don't know. Let me see. What's it look like?
It's a small scrap of paper that looks like it has been tucked in there for quite a long time.
No, I've not seen that one. Is it got a picture on it?
Actually, it doesn't have any pictures at all. It's all writing.
One of my brothers might be able to help you with that one. I can't.
Okay. Well, she says, you know what? It's a very good recipe, and I believe you should use it. She says it's a crunchy biscuit called Faith's Cookies.
Oh.
I'm sorry, what?
It's called Faith's Cookies. Now Beaufort's taking his sights away from looking around the room, and here's her say that. She explains that if you keep this recipe near, that as a bonus action, you can cast a spell called Shield of Faith, which will protect you for 10 minutes. It's the piece of parchment that has the writing on it that you use as a material component for casting that spell. It's called Faith's Cookies Recipe.
I saw someone once that used their sort of a piece of paper and they sort of read off of it for a second, and then the paper just sort of disappeared, and then magic happened. Is that going to happen with this, or is it like I can use it again?
Right. She says this one doesn't disappear. She says, in fact, there's an actual recipe on here. She says you'll need 2 cups of wheat flour, 1 goose egg, a 1/4 cup of sugar, a pinch of salt, and 13 hazelberries mixed, shaped, and then heated on a metal sheet in a hot oven for 6 minutes. And she says she shows it to you. See, it's all written right there. It's an actual recipe. But if you hang on to this, then you will have the Shield of Faith, and this is your this is the component that you need that will never disappear. You can have it forever if you don't get rid of it.
Well, thank you for teaching me this.
But there's a bonus on here too. You can actually make these cookies if you can find hazelberries. That is.
Do you how do I phrase this? Do you draw pictures?
Oh, I'm no artist.
All right, I'll keep looking. Someone will be able to turn this into an actual recipe for me.
Well, it's actually it's the recipes are on there.
Yeah, it's a magic piece of paper, and then I'll make an actual recipe later. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck finding the hazelberries. They're mostly found only in the region of the Sanok, which is far east here on Amynrath. That's where you find hazelberries. So it's not a very common berry unless you can find a very a vendor or some sort of shopkeep who travels out that way and has them imported in. It's not a very common thing. But you can find all the other ingredients here and maybe make them without the hazelberries, and they might be just as good.
Wait a second. I could cast good berries, and we could use those.
And she turns to you, drying over by the fire, and she says, yes, good berries are very good.
Thank you, Miss Lily. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Well, thank you for coming to the Onyx Order, and thank you for letting me meet your acquaintance, and good luck on your endeavors here in Ravenscroft. Just stop by if ever you need any more help reading that book.
I sure will. Can we do any help for you? I know we've got things to do, but, you know, the tit for tat and all that.
She says, no, we're good here. Thank you, though.
All right. Well, next time I make some cookies, I'll bring some for you.
That sounds delicious.
Okay, then I guess we're gonna leave now.
And you're all
it's
nice
raining,
and dry.
so that'll be fun.
Is it still raining out?
It is pouring, and now you hear thunder in the distance. and you just got dried arrows.
It's okay. We must be going to our next little place we have to go to.
It's 10 o'clock at night, 10:30 now, and most of the shops in the area are closed.
We need to go back home and go bed.
Can we stay over by the fire?
She says, "Well, this is not an inn, so I actually."
No, ma'am. We weren't going to impose.
Okay.
I explained that we can make a fire anywhere in the city. So at the Green Goblin, we can make another fire.
Oh well, Eliwick interrupts quickly and says, "Well, I'm sure that Luli has a nice fire going in the tavern there, so you could sit by that fire and enjoy your evening. I'm sure she has some wonderful stew going in the kitchen there."
Rat stew.
Fresh.
I like that.
Fresh rat stew. I think we should leave, guys. We're just going to get wet again, and it's okay, because then we're just going to get dry again. And if we went outside, we'd get wet again. And then we came back inside of the fire, we get, of course, dry again.
Okay, so what do you guys want?
Oh, it's sort of like the piece of paper. You can get wet and then dry and then wet and dry, and I can use the paper. Okay, I get it.
No, we don't want to get your new fancy little book wet. You might want to keep that dry.
Oh yeah, that's why it's in the pack.
That's a good idea.
So on the way back, I'm gonna show Glatone. So you use magic with this recipes, this cookbook.
Well, I mean, it's not like I have to read the cookbook at this point to remember. I just sort of, in the morning I decide what kind of recipes I want to have access to, and then I look at the pictures and I think, well, I'm going to remember, pancakes and omelets and steak for today.
Ooh. Those sound like good spells. Delicious spells.
Mm-hmm. I haven't got a chance to play with them very much while we've been together. Maybe we can go, fight something, and I can show you.
On the way back to the Green Goblin, I'm gonna explain to Glatone that I do magic with rhythm and music, and I've learned from my teacher Stasio that through music I can create magic. And I'm going to explain to him that I think he would be good at a rhythm. And that I'm going to start tapping on his armor. And that I'm going to create an illusion of himself playing on pots and pans in the kitchen. And that he could one day probably be a good drummer.
Okay, hold on. We had a request for wild magic.
Oh.
It's a cantrip. Minor illusion was a cantrip.
Oh, okay. All right.
And it's just a picture of
Riley, nice try, though.
Playing on pots and pans.
All right.
Glatone starts tapping his chest on different plates on his chest. And starts trying to replicate the rhythm that you're doing. And he actually starts doing a pretty decent job. I rolled an 18 on a performance check.
I was just going to say, roll performance, but you're a step ahead of me. Excellent. Good job.
Because this is how I do magic. You see, can you feel it a little bit?
I can feel it in my chest, yes. That's exactly where I feel it. Is that the magic? It feels like sort of like a vibration.
Yeah, that's part of my magic. So I'm happy to share that with you.
I appreciate it. I don't I couldn't make the little me figure pop up when I hit myself though.
Oh, see.
Do I have to?
Because I'm so focused on this. Yeah, that's how it can. You can implement that kind of magic with it after you've become, a pro.
Oh, okay. So someone's got to pay me for it. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Oh, people only pay me for my cooking.
Paid. You just have to practice a lot.
What's?
If you
okay.
keep doing it over and over and over again, you just become used to it.
Those were really fancy drums. I like those drums, Buford.
I can teach you too, Daros. But I have a feeling you would be a better... bassoon player. Or
I don't know
tuba.
what that is. I don't know what those are.
I don't know what a bassoon is either.
I don't know what that is.
Is that a monkey?
When I do my magic, I just feel the breeze, and I listen to the trees, and the sun shines, and then the moonlight comes out, and I can do this really crazy thing. I can turn into a creature, any little animal I want to.
The elements don't make any sense to me.
But, well, I mean, there's earth, and there's wind, and there's fire.
Is that a challenge?
I just mean that you have to feel it around you. Even the fire is, and water, and the air around us. I mean, you have to realize that.
Like the wind beneath your wings?
Can you turn into something with wings yet?
No,
that's awesome.
I tried. Best I could do was, a caterpillar that was almost a butterfly, but not really.
Is it a caterpillar that eats Moganja?
Oh, he liked the leaves too. Lots of people in the Moganja forest liked the Moganja tree tea leaves. They were fabulous.
Mm.
And now you
They
know
sound
from that medium that you met, the Aarakocra that you met earlier in the day, that there's another Moganja forest. Remember, to the east.
That's right. I remember that I was gonna head that way. After we got all Sunday seeing Dad and stuff. Maybe it's on the way. I don't know.
Well, you know what is on the way is the hazelberries. If we go east, that's a good plan.
Oh, I say Sanok is a long way away from Granlin. Even that's a long way.
Well, I've come a long way already. I mean,
But I know, but we probably should see Dad. Should get a good night's sleep and then go see Dad tomorrow. Maybe he's got a mission for us.
Well, yeah, I don't
We
want to
could
leave
have-
Dad's scroll here.
oh, of course, yeah. Could we get some goose eggs though? Because that would kill two birds.
Oh, I get. I get it.
Baby birds.
That
Anyway,
that would kill two birds.
Because I need
I don't like that
those,
idea.
and then he likes those.
Well, I have some Moganja tea leaves on me right now. As a matter of fact, I've got so much of it. If you guys want to have some, I can whip up a little batch for us.
I would love a cup.
Okay, I'll make you some.
I mean, we've already got the water.
The rain is pouring down on you. You guys are walking through. You are soggy and wet and sloshing, and it's actually causing your travel back to the Green Goblin Inn to be a little bit slower. It is now about midnight by the time you get back there. So you get in.
Singing in the rain.
You come in through the front door of the tavern, and Lily's still open. It's a Saturday night. The inn doesn't have a huge crowd in it, but there's quite a few people still hanging out on a Saturday night at the Green Goblin Inn in the tavern, and it actually takes you a little while to find a table where all four of you can sit down.
I'm not going to the table. I'm going right to the fire. I'm going to go stand right next to it.
Okay. And sure enough, the fragrant smell of wet furbolg drying off permeates the entire tavern. Who's been wet and dried 3 or 4 times today. What do the rest of you want to do?
I'm going to use Druidcraft and make me smell like roses.
Does it work like that? Does Druidcraft smell? Have a smell? I don't know.
I can make a fire with it.
There's already a fire going in the fireplace.
I was talking about Druidcraft.
Okay.
Is there any ember rum in the
You can ask Lily
Mm-hmm.
or Freesia. Freesia's still there.
All right, I'll go over and ask Freesia. Do you have any ember rum or any kind of other rums?
She says, yeah, we've got some ember rum. It's a little pricey.
How much is pricey?
Oh, well, it's about 5 copper a glass.
How many coppers do I have?
Look at this bag of gold.
Are you asking the bartender? Because that'd be classic.
Yeah.
You hand her
Yeah.
your bag, and she looks in it, and she takes out a handful. She says, you got enough? She gives you a big old tankard of ember rum.
Oh,
Oh, good. Now I feel better, even if I'm wearing soggy clothes, which I think I should probably just take off and hang them by the fire.
Oh,
I'm going to go over to Uko and explain to him the importance of money. In a city, this is important. Everything you have has a value, right?
Are you really that smart?
I
Yeah.
am from a city. I am an urchin from a city. I know the value of everything.
He's got
Well,
street
I-
smarts.
Even though I can't read and I'm probably stupid on many other things. I know the value of money.
All right, you know what, Tranquil? Have Beaufort roll a persuasion.
Contested persuasion.
Yeah.
Well, this is good. 24.
Okay. All right. Ukokna, roll an insight for me.
$16.
Okay, so you kind of believe him a little bit. You kind of believe that maybe you should watch your coppers, and maybe you should figure out
Yeah.
how many coppers total you have in that bag.
Hold
I trust
tight-
my brother.
Hold
There you
tight
go.
to this purse. Hold tight to this purse. And I cinch it up for him and I put it back on his belt tightly.
Okay. And you let him do that, Ukokna?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
These are important things you have here.
All right. And Freesia is sitting there at the bar after handing this to you and handing you the tankard of ember rum, and
Hey,
she holds
Freesia.
out her little avocado colored palm, and she says, and she shows you there's exactly 5 copper in her palm.
She did you right. She did you right, bro.
And
Oh, good.
and she closes her fist and looks at you, Beaufort, with a look of contempt, and turns around and puts it into the cash bag.
I apologize for any misgivings earlier.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
Great. We're gonna get into a bar fight.
with a bar maiden.
With a girl, yeah.
I bet we lose. Man, if it just could have been Jello night, that'd have been better.
Okay, so you guys are gonna stay up, go to bed. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish drying off.
I'm gonna make sure dog food's okay.
Okay, all right. You go out to. They don't really have a barn. It's more like a shack, a lean-to, and dog
He's
food.
probably drier than I am.
Well, no, he's halfway in. He's halfway in the stable, so his hindquarters are getting a little wet. And I say a little,
Aw.
he's getting very wet. And he kind of gives a little, hee-haw when he sees you. Like, you left me out here in this, but it's the best that Lily could do. Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
So I'm gonna feed him. I'm gonna feed him some scraps or like half of some rations or something just to keep him
Okay.
fed.
All right, he looks. You probably pocketed some apples and other fruits from the Onyx order from that table,
Peaches.
that sideboard. Yeah, sure, peaches, and gave it to Dog Poo, and then he's gonna have to be content there for the night. He's not gonna be okay. And
I'll tell him he's okay. He's a good boy, and I'm gonna go to bed.
okay.
Actually, before we go to bed, I was gonna go ahead and just cast Good Berry, and I was gonna hand it to everybody and give one to your animals, and they'll be okay.
Okay.
It's a really,
Wow.
it's a really great little item I found out I could do with my magic, and I do my my incantation for it and my verbal and somatic components, and I have the X number of good berries in my hand. And I was like, just take one. All you need is one.
Okay.
But you could give it to your donkey, or I mean your bray.
Bray.
Bray bray.
And I'm gonna give one to Jenny.
Okay.
Thank you, bro.
And you see that, are you eating the good berries or are you saving them?
I'm going to give one to dog food and save the other one.
Okay, dog food looks a little happier. Quite a lot happier than he did before with just the old soggy peach you gave him earlier.
Sorry, it was bruised.
And I'm going to go up to my room, and I'm going to go and find Jenny, and I'm going to give her her little good berry.
Okay, Jenny's still in her cage.
She's a good girl.
And you gave her, she was sleeping, but you woke her up and she was happy to get her good berry. And what are you doing, Glaton and Ukokna?
I think I'm just tired. I think I probably follow Daros up to Daros's room, which Glaton thinks is all of our room.
Okay, sure. So right behind you, coming into your room, Daros, is Glaton.
And he starts taking off his armor.
I forgot. Hold on 1 second. Did we all have our own individual rooms, or we just all share one?
You're the only one who got a room.
Yep, we're all sharing your room. Thank you for buying it.
I went in there too.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. I'm sorry if there's not enough cots for you to lay on.
I'm used to sleeping on the floor, man. This is great.
The cot you're talking about, Daros, is 2 sizes too small for you.
Right, I'm sure it is, because I'm in a goblin inn.
You have a butt cheek hanging off one side, and your knees and everything from the knees down hanging off the other end.
Well, I am not going to be on that bed. I will sleep on the floor.
Okay.
I threw out my bedroll.
All right. The only one who will really fit cozily on that cot would be Glaton.
Oh, I see them setting up their bedrolls on the ground, and I just do the same thing.
Okay, so no one's taking the cot.
And I just followed everybody upstairs, backed into the room, and started taking my clothes off so I could be drier.
Ooh. I mean, okay.
I mean, we're all brothers here.
Okay.
Put your apostrophe away.
Oh my God, you hurt yourself? Looks like a question mark.
Awesome. Okay, so you're all tucked in for the night and ready for bed. So at this point, we will take our break, a quick 5-minute break. And I do have 2 quick little commercials to show, but otherwise, we will go straight to our break. We will be back in 5 minutes as soon as I get it started.
So there were two
We are
bottles of
back.
Hey, there's 2 bottles of potions.
potions. There was. We'll talk about that.
Yes, there were 2 potion bottles that Lily had given to the party
I believe I'm carrying them.
that night before they went to go see Eliwick, and they were not identified, but one was a potion that had an orange flickering liquid with smoke at the top, and the other one was a clear liquid that when she swirled it in her hand turned a variety of colors. The color of the liquid was like red, and then he spun it again, and it was green, then it was black and blue and yellow and purple, and it was just all these colors.
The rain potion.
Was that like the spices that we got, or the magic stone that I have?
There were no, it has nothing to do with stone, but as far as you know, but the spices that you got, you each rolled. You remember the numbers you rolled?
I remember the color.
What was the color?
I think I was brown.
Brown, and I think yours was green.
Green.
Yes. Okay. I want to make a note of that. Ukokna. No, you were. Ukokna was green, right?
Yes.
Okay. And
Which I thought at the time was fresher spices.
and Glutone was brown
Brown.
because you were
Brown,
a 4.
yeah.
Okay.
The bad spice.
Well, you don't know. It's so funny because my word now recognizes Glutone with the accent as the correct spelling. So thank you for that.
Is there an umlaut and everything?
Yeah. Yeah. It's fancy. She talked fancy to me. Okay, so you wake up the next morning. It is still raining, not as hard as it was the night before. It was thundering and lightning, and on the very thin shingled roof, it definitely felt like any minute now rain was going to come through that roof, but it didn't. It held, and it was pouring the night before, and today it's still raining. It's not light by any. It's not a mist. It's not just a sprinkle. It is still raining, but not like that thunderous, stormy weather that you had the night before. So you wake up in the morning, and what do you want to do?
Guys,
It's time to
don't
meet
we have
Dad.
to go shopping for those presents for Dad? I mean, I've already got my Moganja leaves, but I think somebody I heard has to get some kind of goose eggs or something. I mean, did we just go to the goose egg store?
I mean, is there a store like that? Can you go talk to a goose for us? That would be helpful.
In Granland,
Oh, my.
there was chickens on the outskirts of the town.
Well,
Geese on
I
the
don't know.
outskirts of the town.
Our chickens just... Maybe they've just got slightly less long necks. Maybe that would be okay.
Eggs are eggs.
But-
I mean, I've had several different kinds of eggs. They're all kind of taste the same to me.
Are you
Okay,
are you in the tavern, or are you still in your room talking?
Oh, we're still in the room.
Okay.
Room. Tavern. Oh, maybe the kitchen downstairs has goose eggs.
Go talk to
That's
the
the
Hong
point.
Kongs.
I was in there before. Was there... Did I see any goose eggs in the
Hong Kongs.
kitchen?
Shout out, Rylan. That's what they're called. The honk honk.
The Hong Kongs. Yes. When you were in the kitchen, you did see a display, sort of, a little kind of a rack full of what you assumed were eggs, but they were varying sizes. There were some smaller and some larger, definitely.
Did I
some
recognize any of them as specifically goose-like?
Roll a perception check.
I'm pretty sure I can tell you if there were goose eggs or not.
That's a dirty 20. It's
Okay.
one of the 20s I got off the ground.
We like dirty 20s.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that one of those eggs at least was a goose egg, maybe 2. I mean, you'd have to go ask.
Oh, what? Now that you say that, I think I do remember that there might have been something downstairs. How about we go talk to him, and I'd see what it might cost for me to buy a couple.
Okay, so Glutone heads downstairs. Are you all following or staying in the room, or what are you doing?
I
Well-
follow Glitto.
Has Ukokna gotten dressed again? Important question.
Beaufort has not, but follows Glitto.
Has Ukokna gotten dressed yet? Because I'm not going to describe the apostrophe. Ukokna's silent. Okay, thank you.
That's right.
Awesome. Okay, so you all head downstairs to the tavern, and you see Luli there. You don't see Freesia, but you see Luli, and
Hey, Luli.
she's helping the other bar maiden get everyone's breakfast. It's not a big crowd this morning, but she's helping, and she sees you, and she indicates an empty table, and she goes to the kitchen.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Right.
Ma'am. Excuse me.
She's in the kitchen. Or did you mean
I'm gonna-
ma'am, Dungeon Master?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I meant the barkeep.
Oh,
I'm
she's-
gonna get up from the table. I'm gonna excuse myself, gentlemen. I'm gonna get Huda. Maybe we can get some of those eggs from them without catching things on fire.
Okay, so you head back to the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm gonna just peek my head in there and say, "Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, hello.
How are you?"
I'm well this morning. How are you? Wish this
Well,
rain would
I'm-
light up.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's pretty wet out there. I've seen a lot of rain before. You know, big fat ones and little driving rains, and some rain that seems like it comes up from the bottom. Lots of rain. Anyway, ma'am, the reason why I'm here is we are in need of 2 goose eggs.
Oh, I'll scramble a couple of them up for you right now.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Oh,
We just need
fried,
to
of
take it
course. You
with-
want them fried.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I don't want them cooked at all.
Oh, no, cooked at all?
No,
What?
see,
You can't boil them?
no. See, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it to our father.
Oh, you're giving them to old gal. Okay, gotcha.
Wouldn't
No.
it be better to give them cooked?
He likes them so he can cook them himself.
Yeah, maybe just we're going grocery shopping for them. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, so she gives you 2
And
goose
how much
eggs.
would that be, ma'am?
It's just a copper.
All right, here you go, ma'am.
Okay. And she takes
Thank you.
a copper shrimp from you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And then I go back to the table, and I'm like, "See, guys, all I had to do was go ahead and just buy them from her. She was very nice."
You've got 2
These are some
goose
eggs.
eggs. Okay.
Oh, what do I owe you for that?
Oh, nothing.
Someone needs to
All right.
Google. Someone in chat needs to Google the color of goose eggs so I can describe them properly. And let me know.
Off-white spotted.
I know what shape they are.
4 gold.
They're not square.
Off-white, brown spots.
Off-white brown spots. Okay.
Probably. I don't know.
All right.
I mean,
don't worry. I
they
got the
look-
chat on it.
They're golden, aren't they?
I don't,
They're
no, they're not
pretty
gold
like
eggs.
sort of regular
They're gold. It
eggs.
says 4 gold.
They're not 4 gold. Okay. So, in the meantime, she asks you what you want for breakfast, and I assume that you order your usual chickens and soggy fruit.
Bacon. Crispy
Yes,
bacon,
yes, ma'am.
please.
Okay. All right. So she cooks up some bacon. Anything else? You're good?
I'm fine with bacon.
Do you have some bread?
Yeah, biscuits.
Certainly. She goes back and she brings out a couple of kind of questionable looking, what looks like wheat bread. Has some kind of seeds or something in it, but you're not sure. But look, it could be
That's
bread.
perfect.
White, off-white, and big. Like twice the size of chicken eggs. Awesome. That's exactly what I was thinking. Thanks, Rylan. Okay, so
Beaufort is eating like a king right now.
yeah, this is the most he's had in a long time since the dinner that he had at the farm. Okay, so eventually you finish your breakfast, and what do you want to do? Right now the rain has slowed a little bit. It's still raining, but it's not as torrential as it was before, and the day is yours. What do you want to do?
Well, don't we have to go see Dad?
Mhm.
That's the
Yeah.
main objective.
Okay, shall we go see
No,
him
we
now
don't.
in the rain? I mean, were we given a time to see him? I mean,
The
did we have
whole
to make an
day.
appointment?
They said we could meet him on this day. We have 24 hours.
And Luli
So we-
confirms that he's expecting you today. He didn't give a time.
Oh, we
I-
could wait. We could wait here for the rain to slow down, or maybe we could ask Lily, "Hey, do you have any kind of device we could put over our head that would keep the rain off of us?"
She thinks
I've
about
got a
it.
shield.
When it rains, I stand under a tree.
She says there's plenty of trees. You'll be going through the forest. Remember, you go out the east gate, and then you go for a little bit, then you go south.
Just open your arms, Daros. We can stand under you.
But then I'll get all wet.
Daros, can you hold a tree? We'll follow you.
An umbrella tree. You got that?
Well, if it would help out the party, I could do that.
Okay, so there aren't any trees that are big enough to use for cover in the immediate vicinity. Are you going to travel out of the city first before you find that tree, or?
I can get wet. I'm not opposed to getting wet.
Okay, now Beaufort, are you taking
I'm going to take dog food. I'm going to explain to my brothers that dog food can carry a fair share of our equipment here if we need to put some stuff on his back. I put most. Well,
I better grab Jetty. So I'm going to go get Jetty, and I'm going to let her know that we're traveling, but it's going to be really rainy.
Dog food likes rain. He actually can move pretty well in the rain.
Oh, you decided that, did you?
Well, we on the way to Ravenscroft, we were in a lot of rain from the Grand Moral Delta Lake thing.
Okay.
Community.
Yes. Okay, that's fine. All right. So, are you heading out then?
Yes.
Okay. So, following the directions that Luli gave you, and actually going back into the tavern and asking her to actually point the direction, and then going back a second time to remember the stuff that you left in your rooms, you finally head out the east gate out of the city of Ravenscroft on Joanna's Way, which is the road that you took in, Johanna's Way, excuse me, and head out. Now, the visibility is low. It is very kind of a foggy, misty, rainy kind of day, and the trail that you're on, the one that you rode in on, Beaufort, is okay, but eventually when you have to make that turn towards the south, Lunar Mist Forest to go south, that trail does become a little muddy and marshy and thick with vines. It's quiet except for the rain, the constant rain, but you do hear some skittery noises, basically just forest animals. You're all used to that. You all came from areas where you would have heard them before. And Ukokna, you did come through the Lunar Mist Forest, although it was a separate trail. So you're used to these kinds of sounds. There's nothing to be afraid of there. And you travel for quite a distance. This is, as you were told, about a 3-hour tour.
It's stormy outside. It's stormy outside too.
Did we get lost?
No, so far you're sticking to the trail. So far.
Unfortunately, it's a shipwreck full of Gilligans.
Yeah, no professor in sight. Yeah,
that's right.
But eventually, after you go into the forest area, you are following a fairly wide trail. It's obviously not as wide as the road that you came in on, but you're following the trail, and it does. The canopy overhead is very thick, and you're almost staying kind of dry. I mean, the only thing getting you wet are the drips from the leaves overhead, but essentially this thick canopied forest is keeping you not as wet as you would be if you were on the open road. So there's a little bit of shelter there. However, eventually you come to a small clearing, and this clearing, the trees are thicker and bigger, and the ground is spongier. The canopy's darker. It's keeping you drier, but it's darker than before, almost like any light that would have come through the clouds from the daylight are not coming through. And you see, I need a marching order. Who would be going first?
I think that's my job.
The guy wearing all the plates.
Okay.
I'll go second.
Okay.
I'll be third.
Okay.
I guess I'll go last.
All right. And where is the donkey? Are you riding the donkey, Beaufort, or are you?
No. Well, no.
Are you
he's just a mule that's carrying the load.
All right. You know what? I have to go get a donkey. Hang on.
That's what she said.
just for record purposes, I have my my shield out.
Your walk.
I found a donkey.
Do the walk of life.
I actually found a donkey. I didn't know I had one. Okay.
No, he's just an ass.
And he's behind you. Beaufort, he's behind you, and so that means that
to the side of
to the side of you. Okay.
Yeah. If it's a 10, if it's a 10-foot path.
Right now it's very narrow, and it's a cute ass though. Thanks, Ryland. It's right now it's a very thin walkway into the spongy area, and right away, Daros, you feel at home. You look up, and you see these trees that you immediately recognize.
Oh my goodness, they're Moganja trees.
Ooh.
These are just like the trees where I come from.
No way.
Do they burn well?
No, they're very moist.
Everything in here seems wet. Seems very moist.
Yeah, it's very moist.
Yeah, it's very it's like the ground is like springy, like spongy, but it's wet. It's very wet.
This is weird, guys.
I jump up and down.
Look at that, it's a Moganja tree.
And you see to your left and your right, certainly the one on the right does not have a cap on it, but to the left you see a beautiful Moganja tree, Daros. And immediately you want to go over to it and touch it, because this is home to you. This is you can't believe you're back home. You can't believe you're back home. You go over and you touch it, and you immediately scrape your hand into it and taste it.
It's delicious.
It reminds you of that baked bread that Mama used to make in the moss-covered trunk. It had a slightly burnt crust. That's what it tastes like to you, and it just feels so good.
Yes, man, Moganja brownies.
Exactly. Even in the darkness of the overcast skies, you can see vibrant purples and slight phosphorescence of the fungi growing upward. The rainwater is pooling in several areas around the mushroom trees and along the path.
Fellas, if it gets too much rain, we might have to move up closer to, or maybe in the tree, or just keep moving forward.
Are the sort of the toadstooly things, are those
Moganja trees,
weight bearing? Okay, this is what you make tea out of.
It's
Stand on top of those,
it's the leaves that grow at the base and that come grow off the top and down the side of. It's not actually the leaves from that Moganja mushroom. It's the growth below it that they call Moganja leaves.
That's right. It's like a weed.
Right.
So it is two different drugs.
But are the sort of the mushrooms, are those the Moganja, are they sort of what was I going to ask? Weight bearing? Can you actually stand on them?
And yeah, you remember that they definitely can.
Oh yeah, my house is made out of one of these things.
That's right. A fallen over trunk. Yep, hollowed out.
Can we just walk on top then? Are they close enough together for us to just sort of get out of the...
How are you going to get up there?
There's a couple of... there's one to the right that has... it looks like it has stair steps on the right.
I see.
There's stair steps that go around to the top, but there's no cap on that one, and you can't see a way to get from the top of that cut off mushroom to get to the next one. There's no connection to the tops.
Do these grow with stairs in them?
Oh no. No, they don't grow with stairs in them, no. Somebody probably built that stairs.
Would they get shorter if I burn them down?
Well, yeah, but if someone was inside, how can we talk to them if they're dead?
Well, maybe they're not allergic to fire.
Well, I see what you're saying there, so I think we should just try a different route. I mean, maybe we just walk up the stairs and just say, "Hello, it is us. Whose house is this?" You know, just be all polite like.
Can't we just be on our way and go the direction of south? instead of staying here?
Oh yeah. I mean,
This is not where Dad lives? I got confused.
I don't think this is old gal's house.
You know,
I
this
mean,
is,
that?
yeah, this is not, because remember, Luli told you, and Daros would remember this, that you have to go through Shademark, and then you'll see the path that leads, the smaller path. This is a wider path.
that's right. So we have to keep going, but I mean, we could just say, I would like to see who the person who lives here, but we don't have to if you don't want to.
I'm gonna draw my short sword and advance slowly.
Well, you're behind
okay.
Ukokna and Gluton, so they have
And
to
I
move
stay
first.
behind them.
So
And I still draw my weapon.
Gluton is in the lead, and he is on a narrow trail. He can see to the right. There's a small copse of Moganja trees, and to the left there's a small copse blocking off any of that trail. So it looks like the best action is to continue moving. According to my map, you're looking at, viewers, it would be to the left, but that is southward for our intrepid adventurers.
Oh, and that's what Luli said. She said
Cool.
we should go south and then go east again.
Correct.
So we probably have to just go around this.
Well, let's go then. And I proceed cautiously, and my shield is up, and my right hand is playing, is practicing percussion on my plates so that I can practice.
Hey.
But Beaufort keeps telling me to practice.
Practice
Glutone?
makes perfect. Practice
Glutone?
makes perfect.
What happens if they're sleeping? We don't want to wake them up. They might get all like mean and stuff. So if we
Well, I
just
mean,
go quietly,
it's like midday at this point, right?
well, they could be taking a nap.
Oh well, that's true. Naps are nice.
I'm
I mean,
kind
I
of
like
bored,
naps.
and I can see that Beaufort is a little bit spooked. So I'm going to use one of my turns to cast a new spell that I learned called Mage Armor. I'm going to use that on Daros.
Is that something you can cast on someone else?
No.
No,
I
it's
have
not.
to touch him.
Oh, is it? Okay. I thought it was self only, but
I
You
think
touch
it's
a willing creature who isn't wearing armor.
perfect.
Sweet.
So you're giving a mage armor to who?
Daros.
Awesome. Let me find
It
a
doesn't work because I'm wearing armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're wearing armor?
It's not wearing armor.
I have leather armor, sir.
Oh, leather
Oh.
armor. That won't work. Are you wearing armor? Ukoko?
I am wearing armor.
Oh. Do you want to mem
But-
something else?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, strip down naked.
no,
Then-
let's not do that.
God, no, let's not see that.
Well, that didn't work out very well.
I'll let you mem something else. Because you would have known that your brothers had armor. So that's okay. You can look at your spell list in a second. Alright, so Gluton, you're moving forward.
I am.
And are you moving quietly or banging on your plates?
Well, I was trying to bang in my place, but he told me not to, so I stopped.
Okay, so roll a stealth check.
I'm
for me.
considerate. That's not going to go well at all.
Well, I enjoyed you banging on
Nope.
your plates.
2.
2. Okay, so you heard him say you should be quiet, and you said, of course, and you kept banging, thinking you were quieter, but you really weren't. And out of the path ahead of you, you see an unusual creature spring from the ground and come running at you. Not really running, more like
Oozing.
oozing.
Well, hello there. Brothers, we have some sort of friend that it appears to be a bit
It's coming right at you. Roll
Yeah, how
initiative.
how should I say, bone challenged, perhaps?
Bone challenged. Okay.
Oh, that's
Beaufort?
Not everything in the woods is your friend.
Beaufort, what'd you roll?
16.
Okay. Gluton?
That's a 12.
Okay. Arlindor? Daros?
7.
Ooh. Okay. Ukokna?
1.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Get him out of the way now, guys.
Beaufort, yeah. Beaufort, what do you want to do?
How far is it away from blue?
as the crow flies?
Yeah, directly.
40 feet.
Looks like about 40 feet. Yeah.
It's 40 feet.
That is a song I'm gonna play.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna fairy fire it.
Is it a loud song?
It is loud.
Hey, hang on.
Time out.
Rylan, is that your wild magic?
It should be. It's a first level spell.
All right.
We're all gonna die.
And what does that do? Fairy fire?
Fairy fire.
Nice. All right, so let's get our...
Dex save on your part, I think.
Okay. Actually, let me get the dice cam on, and I will roll the dex save for everyone to see. It is a 12.
14 is what you needed.
All right, what does it do? Fairy fire on it?
You are covered in a purple aura that everyone gets advantage on you to attack.
Fairy fire. Very good. All right.
And then also something sprung out of this spell that I can't illuminate upon.
Okay, but we get the let me get to the map. Not map. Oops. Get that off there.
We have a map.
We have a map. Shut up. But
we have a die. That says
so
12.
I put the fairy fire ring on it, so we'll go there. But you just cast, so we will go to the magic.
Yes.
Wild
so that
magic.
happened.
Okay.
But something else has happened.
All right. Let's see. Let's see what happened. Don't look. Rylan, you ready? 72. I think I know what this is.
Oh no.
72. Oh, no way! Okay. All right. Okay. We got it. Rylan knows what it is. I'll leave that there. 72. You don't know what it is, right?
I'm not even going to look in the book.
Don't look. Don't look. Okay. 72.
At least it wasn't Fireball.
It wasn't 100.
Or grease at his feet. Okay. So, go ahead.
I don't move. I stay
move,
put.
You stay in there. Okay, but you're blocking Daros.
I'm blue. I should be in the back.
Daros is behind you.
Oh, then I step left. One square.
I can see. I'm 5 feet taller than you.
Yeah. Okay.
I step to the left
fine.
one
Oops,
square.
Oops, your donkey fell over. All right, so Daros is right there. Okay, we're good. All right, so
I bring the donkey with me, and that's there was no other reference to that except I bring the donkey with me.
Okay. All right, Platone, what are you gonna do?
I turn around and I say, it appears that this thing might or might not be, nice. So, Hestia's blessing upon you, and I cast bless on my 3 brothers.
Awesome. Let's get blessed.
And then I turn around and I've got my shield up, and I am going to stand there and take it.
All right. You're not gonna move anywhere. Okay, great.
We're twinked.
Okay, yeah.
Twink.
Okay.
Can't wait to have those cookies.
Arlindor. What are you gonna do?
As a free action, I'm gonna say, guys, I want to show you what I can do now. Don't be afraid. And is my movement the same as a brown bear, Jamie? 30 feet.
Well, Furbolg's for 30.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be a brown bear? Because I gotta go get a mini if you're gonna be a brown bear.
That's an action to change into your.
No, it's not.
Not for him.
That's a bonus action. Oh, sweet.
Not circle the moon.
Are you? Wait. How can you be a circle yet? You're only level 2.
That's when
Druid gets a
changes.
circle.
Oh wow, nice. I should be a druid. Okay, so I need to get a brown bear?
See. And a dire wolf.
Well, what are you gonna choose to turn into?
Brown bear.
Oh, okay. Then you need a
He
brown
gets
bear.
2.
I get to change twice.
So sweet.
I-
You're gonna brown bear this right now?
Hell yes, I got 2, baby.
All right, so I got a brown bear with a little salmon in his mouth.
Oh, you like sushi?
At least
Not
it's not
a
a squirrel.
picnic basket.
Is
At least it's not a squirrel.
He's medium though, right?
It's
Yeah, medium.
no, brown bear should be large.
Oh, that's right. Brown bear's large.
All right, good. That's
Yeah.
the one I got. That's the one I
Large.
picked out. Okay.
Yeah,
So what do you
it's
do?
It's a
That-
four square.
That was a bonus action.
Yes. And then I'm gonna move straight ahead towards the gelatinous Jello pudding pop.
It's actually. I know I'm off the screen. I'm sorry. It's actually
okay.
it looks like a mushroom popped out of the ground. It's got a dome-shaped head, and here I'll show you. It looks like this.
Look, we just turned the music on. He looks like a fun guy.
Oh! I mean, is there a fungus among us?
It looks like that, only it's purple.
Got it.
Aw,
Oh, I made
that's
that.
very good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, and you're moving close.
I'm going to go as close as I can.
At 30 feet. You still have
Yes.
5 more feet till you get to him.
That's
You're
fine.
10 feet away.
I'm going to take the dodge action.
Sure. Gotcha. Okay. It is
Bear, you're supposed to wait for me. Oh, well.
bear. You didn't even know what this thing was. You've never seen your brother or anyone transform into a bear before. You just feel this brown bear brush up against you and charge toward this creature and attack it. So you don't know
I
what this
prefaced
creature
it.
is.
I said,
Oh, okay.
I told him in a free action that I was, look what I can do. And also, as a side note, all of my equipment melds into my form. I'm not dropping shit.
Okay, that's fine. No, I get that. Yep, I get that. Okay, so
Where'd you get that fish?
okay, so it
Out of
is.
a cooked backpack.
Yeah, probably.
There's
Okay.
a deer leg still in my backpack too.
A
Oh,
deer-
yeah.
that's
I'm sure
right.
it smells just like gluton,
Just like-
moldy nuts.
Daros after 3 days in the rain. Okay,
Yes.
so it is the Myconid's turn, and it is going to advance and attack the bear since
Rawr,
it's right there.
rawr,
That's what you're
rawr.
there for.
And
That's what you're there for.
that's what you're there. What you're there for? 7. Does a 7 hit?
No.
Okay. Within 5 feet of it. Okay. Roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Plus.
Yes. Wow. With all my pluses, 18.
18. Okay. So you
Jamie, 18.
you
I mean,
succeeded.
good lord.
You succeeded. You're good. You're fine. All right, and that's its turn. Okay. Ukok, now what would you like to do? Type, apparently.
No, that's not me.
That's
It
me.
must
That's
be.
me.
It must be
Sorry.
Beaufort. Yeah. Because since we've got the nose hair cam going, it must be Beaufort.
So I'm going to use the cantrip, Booming Blade.
Okay. What does that do? Do I have to go get a
And-
booming blade?
Yeah. And I'm going to put that on my javelin,
Okay.
and I'm going to throw my javelin at it.
Awesome. And what is your range on your javelin?
30.
So you have to move up. Let's see. 5, 10, 15. Yep. No, you're good. You're good. All right. Roll for attack.
Actually, it's an advantage attack plus.
That's right, because of fairy
bless.
fire. Yeah.
Fair, yeah, you are advantaged. So roll 2 die 20 and take the best
Take
one.
the best one.
And a D4.
Oh, 2 die 20 and
Wait,
a d4.
is bless for an attack?
It's for
Yeah.
I
anything.
thought it was for saving throws.
What? But
It's
all
attack and
three.
saving throws.
Okay. All right.
And ability checks.
Okay.
I threw the thing in Zoom.
Okay. I was thinking of something else. I was thinking of the one that Jester always throws out there.
Resistance.
It's attack rolls or saving
Right.
throws, not ability checks.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Thank you.
All right, so one of my rolls was a 19.
That hits.
And so now it's a 1d6 plus 2.
Awesome.
Oh, that's just a 1.
Oh, boo.
Been getting some bad
So-
rolls. Okay,
So 3.
So 4.
You can't use your intellect to actually count dice
Oh,
rolls.
come on.
No. Okay, awesome. All right.
So it hits for 3. Now, if the whatever that thing is, that mushroom creature,
Yep.
if it moves, then it takes some damage.
Because
from the
it's
spell.
what kind of spell was it?
It's a lightning spell, thunder
Okay.
spell.
And that was a melee attack spell?
Yes,
Okay, awesome. And so it's under the influence of lightning if it moves?
correct.
Gotcha. Okay,
If it moves, it's 1d8.
gotcha. As soon as it's hit, however, you hear do a perception check. Everybody.
Jeez. Is that's an ability check, right?
Nat 20.
Nice.
Blessed is not attached to this particular thing.
Right.
Right.
That was my question.
Yeah.
I got a 10.
Okay.
I got a 6.
Glaton?
7?
Okay. All right, Daros, you see, because of your proximity to this one, you see 2 other similar creatures of different color pop out of the ground as well.
Oh, hell no.
Here and here. And they are not happy, and they are coming right at you guys.
Man.
You hurt one of their
Oh.
fellows, it appears.
And I say nothing because I'm a bear and can't talk.
That's right. Very good. Thank you for role playing.
Go look for picking basket.
He suddenly became Scooby Doo.
Take the fish out of your mouth.
Yes,
I can't
right.
understand a word.
I think we have a roar in our party.
That's right.
Yes. Okay. So back to the top of the order. Beaufort, what do you want to do?
All right, so bonus action. I'm gonna do a bardic inspiration on my friend Daros. Look for the bare necessities, simple bare necessities. Forget about the worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities of Mother Nature's recipes that brings the bare necessities to life.
Very good. All right. Take your D6.
So I had a D4 and a D6.
And
advantage.
And you actually have you actually have the DM inspiration still from previous. So you have 2 banana stacks on your head.
Also, I have 2 attacks per round. So there's that.
Sweet.
Sure. Why not? Why not?
I'm gonna move up 25 straight
Ooh,
towards it.
Spinning your wand.
This is rough terrain.
I'm blue. Yeah, I'm blue.
All right.
So
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
yeah, I'm gonna get halfway there.
Yeah.
Doing my damnedest.
No worries. Good job. Okay. Is that it?
Oh yeah, that's all
Okay.
I got. Well, you know what?
Yes.
For my action, I'm gonna move the rest of the way.
The way. All right. You'll have to go into the swampy area, which will slow down your. Unless you go around your brother. You want to go around your brother?
All I want to do is be next to my brother and be on solid ground, if that's possible.
25. Yep, you're right there. Did you see I took the cap off this one?
Perfect. Yeah, I want to go that way.
See,
I like that way
I took
better.
the cap off, and I
Oh, yeah.
fixed it so that you guys could see beyond.
I love that part. I love this whole terrain.
Thank you.
By the way,
I loved making it. Okay. Excellent. So that's the end of your turn, Glaton.
and that's it.
What would you like to do, Glaton?
Can I get close enough to be next to the bear brother and also the mushroom gooey thing?
What is your movement speed?
30.
30. I'll say you're right here because you're kind of halfway on. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yes, you can, but you're in a swampy area that would be rough terrain.
That's all right. I'm going to stand there and I'm going to hit it with my cleaver.
You should do that. Totally.
Totes.
Totes.
That's a good roll. That's a 21.
Woo!
21 hits for sure.
All right.
They have no armor.
That's a 9 slashing damage.
Nice.
And maintaining concentration. And I'm done.
Excellent. I've totally...
Oh, did I have advantage because it's all lit up?
Yes, you did. You can roll to see if you get crit.
That's right. You do have advantage on that.
The same thing happened.
Same thing.
Oh.
Aw, so close.
That's okay.
Awesome. Is that the end of your turn?
It is.
Okay, Daros, what do you want to do?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and...
I got bear necessities going on in my head.
That's right.
You have advantage, Mr. Bear.
Yes, I'm going to bite and I'm going to claw.
With advantage on both.
Yes.
You do it!
I'm rolling now.
That sounds like jingling dice.
And your D4.
I got to roll these. Oh, plus the D4, yeah. I got a...
Take off your
16.
shoes. It hits.
16.
A 16 hits.
A 16 with all that.
Oh, they were really low rolls.
Yes.
It was not good.
That hits.
All right. So that was my bite.
Jaith.
Did we do the damage first for each one, or do it the whole rolls?
Go ahead and do the damage first.
All right. Five points of bite damage.
Nice.
Piercing.
That's called piercing or slash? Yeah, piercing.
Piercing.
Bite damage. He's gonna give him rabies.
It's
That's
bite
right.
damage.
That's
All right,
right.
your next
and
roll?
my that hits. That's a ridiculous amount. That's 20. Unnatural.
That hits.
Dirty.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Dirty 20. All right. I'm getting out the craps dice. And 11 points of slashing damage.
Ooh,
Woo!
Nice. Okay.
Rawr.
It's looking pretty hurt, but it's still there. Not happy that you're in its home. Are you gonna move anywhere, or you stay right in front of it?
I'm just going to stay right here.
Okay. It is not happy with you, so it is going to attack you.
Yes, ma'am.
First, it is going to, it kind of shakes, and this unusual spore-like cloud comes out from around it. And I need Daros to do a con check, please. Saving throw.
Yes. Yes, ma'am, I can. $20. Unnatural. Dirty 20.
Okay. All right. You shake it off. No worries. It is also going to, attack you, like with its fist.
I take my shield and I stick it in front of its fist and say, "No, you don't hit Barrows."
Bear.
And I am using my reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
Nice.
You could not have chosen a better time to do it, because I rolled a natural 20 on that hit.
Oh, hell no.
Well, that's what the shield's for.
I'm not even kidding you. Okay.
Bear.
7. Fine.
Hey.
I believe that
Fine.
misses
You
my
took
11
a
armor class.
nat 20 away from me. That is
job.
wrong.
Hey.
I get to do that every single round.
Every single round. Yay.
Hey, and Shoku, I'm naked. You can actually cast mage armor on me now.
No, you said you kept all your armor on you.
it just
I know.
morphs into my form.
I'm kidding. Okay, so that was its turn. Its unfortunate turn. And now it is Ukopna's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Beaufort, you're on deck.
How does that mushroom look? Does it look healthy?
No, but it's still fighting.
So fighting.
It didn't look that healthy when we began.
Now keep in mind that it's still
Does it look
rainy.
delicious?
It's still very rainy.
All right. And it hasn't moved, has it?
Not from its spot since he was attacked.
None of the other mushrooms have moved?
Not yet. Not their turn yet.
All right. Well, I'm going to move up and...
What are you doing, Tranquil? What are you
I'm
doing?
looking at the map because I can't zoom in with my fingers.
I'm going to move up next to that mushroom. I'm going to use my daggers.
You're gonna use your daggers, okay? What is your movement speed?
30.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 25. You can't get close enough.
You can't get close enough?
No, because you gotta go around.
All right. Well, just put me there. I guess I'll use my boomerang then.
What is the range on your boomerang? What's the low number?
60.
It's probably 2060.
It's 60.
No, yeah, that's the low number, which means I don't think you can throw it, but is it disadvantage?
Disadvantage up to 60.
Yeah.
It's 20. Yeah.
Oh.
Up to 20 is regular. But wait a minute. If it's fairy fired, it's just a regular roll.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, so go ahead and roll.
Right.
Okay.
How long does fairy fire last?
10 rounds.
Are you
Minute.
keeping track of that?
Sure.
This is round.
This is round one.
No, this is round 3.
Just started.
All right, I rolled a 16.
That hits.
And so my boomerang, that's 1d4 plus 2. Got a 1 again.
Oh.
So that's 3.
Correct. Awesome. All right, you can't move anywhere else. You've moved your max movement.
Yep.
Beaufort, did your mule go anywhere?
He stayed put.
He stayed put. Okay. All right. So now it is this one's turn over here. It moves closer.
Do we all see them coming?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you see these giant mushroom-like creatures coming toward you.
Right. It's bad.
Okay, and that's all they can do. So now, Beaufort, it's your turn.
Yeah, Beaufort's just gonna reiterate that there's more coming, and I'm gonna attack with my short sword on the mushroom that's closest.
Okay.
Nat 1. I'm gonna re-roll that because I'm lucky.
But you had advantage.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
So keep your luck point.
Yeah,
And don't
so
forget,
keep
you
my
guys
luck point.
have inspiration. Use
That's
it.
right.
I have
13.
lots of them.
Well, yeah.
13.
Yes.
13 barely hits.
Well, that's all I need is a barely. 7 points of piercing damage with my short sword.
Excellent. Okay.
And a 17 on my dagger hit.
That hits.
3 points of piercing damage
Okay.
on the same one.
9.
He said barely.
Very good. Okay. So you're not gonna move anywhere?
No, I stay put.
Okay. Gluton.
I'm going to attack it with my cleaver again, and it's still lit up, so I get the 2 dice.
Yes.
And that's a nat 20
Very
and
good.
a 1. So I'll take the 20, please.
Yes, please. Do.
And that means I roll this.
Now keep in mind,
Oh,
my dungeon master rules means that you max the die roll. You don't double.
Yes, so that's an. Yeah, so that's an 8 plus whatever I add to that, so that's gonna be 16 plus.
Wow.
I think that's 20.
20.
That's
Yeah.
max damage.
Sounds like
I
20
think that's
to me.
what that math is.
Okay. Very good.
That's a lot.
So this one crumbles at your feet. It just sort of falls to the ground in a sort of I don't know, however a mushroom would fall to the ground and kind of sag to the ground.
It explodes. He goes poof. And now we're all covered in spores. And we all see psychedelic colors.
Spores,
and,
molds, and fungus.
Yes.
and
Spores,
Jimi
molds,
Hendrix.
There you go.
Can I save it for cooking later?
If you want to take on your turn, you can take that action to do that, sure, but there's other ones coming at you.
Roll for shiitake.
Yeah. Do you want to do anything else? Move or anything? Gluton? Because you have movement left after you see it fall.
Yes, I think not all the way up to it, but maybe like 4 squares.
To the green or the red?
It's sort of in the middle.
Okay.
I just want to sort of put myself in a position where I might be able to help my friends.
Okay. That's going to be 10 right there because it's in rough terrain. 15, 20?
Well then, if it's rough, go ahead and just push me this. Yeah, something like that. That's
25?
perfect.
Okay. Like right there?
Ooh. I like it.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you
right
very
between
much.
two of them. Awesome. Okay. It has been how many rounds now?
This is the third round?
This is still the third round. Okay, so that one's dead. Ukokna, what do you want to do? Oh, I'm sorry, Daros.
I'm just gonna run forward to the agreed one.
The green one? And what's your movement?
40 feet.
40. 8
Okay.
inches.
There you go. Right in front of it.
Super. I'm going to attack.
Do it.
I'm gonna bite.
You're not fairy fired. You're not advantaged.
Yeah, no advantage
I
on
know.
this one.
I know. I still got the bless though.
Yes.
Yes.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, I'm gonna give him my inspiration to
He
take that away.
has
and
2
reroll.
inspirations stacked on his head right now.
Well, he might need that one for later.
I'm gonna use one of my banana stacks,
Fine.
one of my bunches.
Use your own.
I'm gonna re-roll that roll,
Okay.
and I rolled a 13.
13
No,
hits.
actually, no, I'm sorry. 16. 16. I'm sorry. 16.
Still hits.
Still hits. All right. And because this guy's a freshie, I'm gonna go ahead and do my other attack.
Okay.
Woo, 25. So we're doing that die, and that die.
That's a lot of die.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were low rolls though. Bummer.
Was that 2
15, 15 points of damage.
For a second level druid. Sorry. Okay, awesome. It's still standing. It's still, not happy that you're in its home.
I'm growling.
Sure. Okay. Ukokna, what would you like to do? You are now far enough away to use your boomerang if you'd like. Without disadvantage, I believe. Yeah, for that one it would be disadvantage, but for this one it would be fine. For the green one you could attack without disadvantage. If you want to use your boomerang. If not, you can use whatever.
All right, I'll use the boomerang.
Go for it.
So I'll first I'll use a cantrip on the boomerang, the booming blade. If it moves, it's going to
Nice.
take some damage.
Nice.
Nice.
And then let's see here, roll for attack.
Do it!
I got 5.
Oh.
Plus? Oh, there's no plus on that, is there?
Yeah,
Use your inspiration.
You can use
I'll
your
use an
inspiration.
inspiration.
All right.
let's do it.
Do it.
14.
14 hits!
Woo!
Yes. Finally, a number bigger than 10.
Yay!
All right, so that I take. I'm gonna do 4 plus 2. That's 2 and 2. Oh, I got a 4. Hey, yeah.
Nice. So what?
That's 6 total.
Awesome.
I rolled a 4.
Okay. Great. It's still standing, but it did take that damage. All right. It is now the green one's turn, and it is going to. It is going to give a shake, and more spores come out, and it is going to attack Daros. Daros, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Yes, ma'am, I can. Oh dear, that's not good.
Bless works for saves.
Yes,
Yep.
I know. All right, I rolled a 10, but I think I'm going to go ahead and use my bardic inspiration.
There you go.
Okay.
I rolled a 16.
What? You maxed out on that thing?
I did. I rolled a 6.
Okay. All right. So you don't have any effect come over you with that. So that's cool. Awesome. And now it's
I
going
should be
to.
immune to it now.
It's yeah. Now it's going. You're not, but according to my homebrew, you're not. But
Okay, thanks.
it's going to attack you with its fist, and
Bring it.
It's going to hit you with a 14.
That does strike upon my bear.
Finally, I get to do some damage.
Did it move?
It hasn't moved yet.
Can we use our inspirations to take away your dice?
No. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow, quit it.
7 points of bludgeoning damage. And,
They're using real bullets!
and it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, now it is Red's turn, and Red is going to seeing... actually, let's go back to our dice cam. And let's do even, Glutone, and odd Daros.
Yes, I'm definitely odd.
Daros.
Bring it! I got 27 more disposable hit points.
Daros. Okay, so it's gonna charge over to Daros and attack with it's gonna do its shaking spores thing again, and spores come out around it. And roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh man. 13.
Okay, you succeeded once again.
Wow.
Oh, shoot.
Bear.
You have a better constitution as a bear, that's for sure.
No, I have the same.
Oh, it's the same? Cool.
Yes, I have 16 and 16.
But it's also going to hit you with its fist.
Bring it.
Am I close enough to use my shield to help him this time?
How far away is that range?
It says within 5 feet, but I don't know if that's.
Looks like
I'm 5 feet with the bear, but I don't know if I'm
Oh,
5
you're
feet
right.
with the mushroom.
Right. Is it of the creature or of your ally?
While wielding a shield, and a creature you can see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay. Yes, you
Now,
can do
I
that.
read that as within 5 feet, but
Yes.
Of the creature of the person you intend to help. Yes.
I think so.
I will
think so,
roll.
too.
I will roll another. I will roll disadvantage. Right? Is that what it is?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. 18.
Ooh. Still hits.
Okay. Yeah, I actually rolled an 18 and then another number that I'll tell you what it is. Okay, so 2d6 damage. 7 points of bludgeoning, Daros.
Got it.
And on that note, we will hold this battle until 2 weeks from today.
Are you serious?
It is almost 10 o'clock, and some of you guys have been working all day, and it is time to go to Shenanigans on We Are Nerdsmith. So thank you guys so much. This was a
Thank
very,
you.
very, very
Thank you, everyone.
wonderful stream. I really appreciate all the interaction. I love that you guys did some role play there and got to know each other better, and I hope that continues because that was just awesome. Thank you so much to my wonderful patrons. Today is Patron Thank You Day, and I really appreciate all of you who are patrons. If you want to become a patron, there's actually a new level that you can sign up for, and if you meet the criteria for that level, you can appear as a Banana Brother or as an NPC on this show twice a year if you become that level patron. So that's, if you follow the link below in my Patreon, you can do that. That was a special one I just added recently. But today is Thank You Patron Day, and I do thank all my patrons. And I thank all of you, my viewers, for hanging in there and watching. And I thank you, Nerdsmith, for everything that you do for me and for all of us.
Of course.
I really appreciate it. Okay, so let's go get to raid. Anyone else have anything else to say?
No heifer international today.
That is over, but
Is
I
that,
want
is
to
that part
say
over? Okay.
I want to say that I went ahead and have submitted the $100 already to Heifer International
Right.
Thank
as
you.
part of. You're welcome.
Very good.
Part of our Qyjari's Curious Crafts pledge was $100, so that was submitted today. And so anything that I get, including the $48.50 that was raised by you guys through bits and other donations so far, anything that I get that adds up to that 100 will obviously go toward that during the month of November. But we are kind of done now for November, so maybe that's not going to happen. So we will see you on December 3rd for all new fun and shenanigans. I do have some exciting things planned for our 3-week December run, including a fun new way that the Banana Brothers have to perform to get their inspiration, maybe?
Oh,
We'll
I'm a performer.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Looking forward to being able to drink beer while we're playing for that.
Oh.
Yes!
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Perhaps I'll keep my beard on.
There you go.
Oh.
There you go. We will see you guys in 2 weeks. And thank you all so much. I love you.
Thank you. Love you too.
Wait.
And,
I haven't muted you guys, so don't say anything stupid.
Stupid.
Stupid.